For some reason, the program's lagging. It's not working properly for some reason. Uh, there we go. We're streaming. We're streaming. So apologies for the delay. We had some tech issues there. But anyway, guys, welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel. With your host, Young, and we are here with the brilliant Carlos Arroyo. Welcome, Carlos.
Oh, thank you, Al. Thank you for having me. And thank you to Christina Avila for getting it arranged for us.
Yeah, yeah, pleasure. For people who don't know who you are, could you explain? Uh, um, so I'm all flustered there with all the tech issue. Could you introduce yourself and what you do? What you do?
You're breaking up, Al, and it's a bad echo. I can't hear you.
Yeah, yeah. Could you introduce yourself? What you do?
Oh, well, hi, I'm Carlos Arroyo, guitarist, singer. Been doing it for since I was 14, and I'm going to be 68 next month. I've played with, you know, UFO and a lot of other bands. I've toured with a lot of bands and opened for them. I have a Jimi Hendrix tribute band, Stone Freak, the ultimate Jimi Hendrix tribute. I have Skull Tone. That's kind of my metal band. You can go on Amazon or Spotify, look under Skull Tone, and listen to our album for free. Uh, I play with the Anonymous band. I do a lot of charity work with them. We do a lot of work for sobriety since I've been sober for 30 years. I have a Carlos Arroyo and the Blues Groove All Stars. That's kind of a fun band for me. And then I just started a new band. It's called Echoes of the Soul. A young lady named Erin. I finished a Thanksgiving concert, and after the concert backstage, she came up and got introduced herself and says, "Hey, I want to play with you sometime." I go, "Well, sure. Here's my card. Let's set up an audition." And she looked at me and she goes, "Can I do it now?" And then she sang and just blew the doors off of everyone. She was amazing. So now we've been playing together, and I'm writing new material for her. For her, with female vocalists, and she played with us last night. We did a concert last night, and she was great. We're starting to get off. There's a lot of shows in Arizona and Nevada, and here in California. So it should be an exciting ride.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to the new material from what you've what we've been talking of just before we went live. Looking forward to that to the new material for the new band. So
Yes, yeah, it was just a kind of a female tribute band, and now it's turned into yeah, we want to write our own stuff. Let's do this. So, but our drummer, we did a show together for Christmas, and then he got COVID, so couldn't play. And then after COVID, he got pneumonia. Then he got bronchitis, and now he's so sick. It's been 2 months, so we're just all working on material on our own. And when he gets better, hopefully by next month, we can start uh, rehearsing together. And I'm just going to keep writing music until he's better.
cool, cool. Yeah. So yeah, apart from with this new band with Aaron, is there any other stuff that you've been working on?
Well, if you were breaking up a little bit, but you can go if you can go on Lifelines at the Crossing on Facebook, and you can see last night's show. Yeah, we start off the show. We did like three quick songs. We had one rehearsal and then went and played. So, but you can hear her voice. It really showcases her voice.
Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. So, have you got any gigs lined up for the other stuff, for the other bands that you've been working with?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you on that one.
Yeah, have you got any sort of gigs coming up with the blues with your blues band or the Jimi Hendrix experience band?
Well, I have a show in Arizona or Nevada, next month with the Anonymous Band. They're playing a blues festival. They have a lot of big name bands playing, and they asked us if we would come and if I can do a 90-minute set. So we're starting rehearsals on Wednesday. Since I have a lot of blues bass, out of in my music and my style. So we're gonna play and we're setting up the concert and the stages, and so it's March
Yeah.
23rd, 24th, and 25th, and out in Lake Havasu. So that should be a great fun show. Great band playing.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so we've got a question from Lisa Boo, who's our good friend and moderator for the channel. Uh, sh- she asks, "Can you describe you write your music when you write new music?"
Music will be kind of hard rock because her voice fits it well, and we're going to write a few ballads for her because she has a voice, tremendous voice. So it'll be kind of a hard rocking, melodic hard rock.
Cool, cool. So, um, so let me see. Where can people find you? Where can people find you when uh, on social media? Where you can keep up to date with all the shows, new material, any stuff like that coming out?
Well, you can go on Facebook for Carlos Arroyo, or Carlos Fernando Arroyo. You can go on either one of those, and I'm always posting on Instagram on Arroyo ARRO17. Uh, go to Amazon Music or Spotify, and you can go on to Skulltone, SCULTONE, and you can hear my album from there. Um, yeah, like I said, a lot on Instagram. I post a lot on Instagram, both of those. And our new album, when we get that done, will be on both of those. And we'll be setting up a new website for Echoes of the Soul. We just came up with the name last night, right before we went on stage.
Yeah. So yeah. So are you going to be like obviously you're going to be posting stuff up on your socials about the new like stuff that you've been doing? Could you tell us a little bit about that gig last night with Aaron? how sort of like how it all went.
It was a fun show. I've been sober for 30 years, so I do a lot of work for sobriety and any kind of a benefit. Everyone says that I'm a professional volunteer, but last night we did it was birthday night, where they get their chips and everything else. So we were asked to play. So we wound up doing three songs. One was by Hailstorm, one from Adele, and one from Soundgarden. And we just went up there and just had a fun time. It was a great crowd, standing room only. They ran out of seats. Yeah, the place was packed, and it always is when we get to play there. They're a great audience, and when they know we're playing, they come in droves.
Cool, cool. Yeah. Question for you. What was your favorite venue that you ever played at?
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking about this last night. I've played everywhere. We did a big concert at the Space Needle up in Washington. That was a great show. Bizarre shows are always really a fun. And we do a lot. We did a televised concert from there. They televised it all over the world with my Stone Free band, and that was a great show. Uh, we did the Woodstock Festival, and we burned and smashed our instruments on stage. But there's something about playing at Lifelines at the Crossing. It's become like my favorite place to play. The crowd is always great. There's an energy there that I don't feel anywhere else. And every time we play there, I come home, I can't sleep. I have to grab the guitar and I play till the sun comes up. There's just something special about that room.
Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. I've been to like quite a few venues in the UK, and so possibly like one or two could like I can understand where you come from when you finally find a venue that you love playing at, and you can't sort of like the adrenaline of the live shows at this venue. You can actually yeah, you gotta be like you can't just go to sleep when you get back home. You gotta be doing something because you're still hyped from the show.
Yeah, a lot of our bandmates, after we do a show, they come home and they're exhausted. It's like all the energy it takes to put on a show. I'm always the opposite. I'll go see Michael Shank or Vinnie Moore, someone that I really admire, Joe Bonamassa. And the bandmates a lot of times will say, "I'm giving up music, man. Those guys are amazing." But we do a show, and I come home, even watching them, and it inspires me more. I'm ready. I'm ready to play again. Let's do a second show tonight. Let's wait till the sun comes up.
Yeah, yeah. We've got another question from Lisa Boo. She asks if you could play with any musician, past or present, who would that be?
Well, my first influence was the Beatles. They're the reason that I've learned so much. But it would be Jimi Hendrix though. Jimi Hendrix is the reason I play, and I still play. I learned the Band of Gypsies album when it came out, March 25th, 1970. I remember the day. And I picked that album, I put it on, and I was just a 14-year-old kid that played guitar. And then I put that album on. I stayed up from Friday till Monday when I had to go to school, and I learned the whole album note for note. I did not sleep. and it just it changed my life. Jimmy would be the one person I would have loved to have seen live. You know, he passed away before I got to see him, but I have so much films of him. I have albums and CDs, autographed albums. But Jimmy is the man that changed my life.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so, yeah, well, let's sort of like start wrapping things up. Any final words before we starting to wrap things up?
Yeah,
Any
looking
other
forward
news
to
you want?
2024. Some new music from a few of my bands, and it looks like a lot of shows. On the western area, like Arizona, Nevada, California, Oregon, Washington. Up in those areas. So I'm kind of looking a West Coast, hoping by this summer a West Coast tour.
Cool. Are you thinking about doing like a Midwest or like an East Coast tour?
We
If you get the
we've been
chance.
getting off with shows, back east, but here, there's a lot of good money to be made here on the West Coast right now. And it's not as
Oh, we've lost. Apologies for that. For some reason, we lost Carlos. Hopefully, he'll be back soon, shortly. So stay tuned. Yeah. If you want to check out Carlos, go to his search up his Carlos. Yeah. Yeah. So he's back. He's back. So bear with us.
lost you there for a second. But yeah, just I'm looking forward to some West Coast stuff and the Western states for right now. And if things develop well, with the new album and get offered shows, I'll play anywhere. I'd love to play England. That's been one of my dreams is to be able to play in England.
Yeah, I would love to say. I would love to see you live over here in the UK, especially if especially like if you play at the northeast of England.
Yeah, it's always been one of my dreams to play there because I know that's where, and part of it is that's where Jimmy got his big break. So I figured I'd love to go out there and play some Hendrix and just keep that tradition going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, I was going to say Jimmy's. Yeah, like they had like a huge impact and a huge break over here. I think it was down in London, where I believe.
In London.
Yeah,
So maybe I can get
yeah.
there and do the same
So,
thing and have some fun.
any other players you would love to play?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Yeah. Any other places you would love to play live? Uh, is there any other places where you would love to play?
I'd love to go back to New York. I'm from New York, so I haven't played there in a long, long time. It'd be nice to kind of go back home and do some shows there. Christina's been talking about trying to get us shows because she's in Connecticut. So get us shows in Connecticut. I go, well, if you do Connecticut, let's do, New York, maybe Boston, kind of the East Coast there, kind of clump them together and do some shows out there. I'd love to come home.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, would you go up to Canada, or have you played in Canada?
No, I've never gotten into Canada, but I'm a musician. I'll play anywhere. I had when I played at Lifelines one time, the Randy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Carlos, we televise our shows all over the world because you're really big in Uganda and Nigeria." I go, "I'm not going to play in Uganda and Nigeria because anywhere in the United States like me." He goes, "Denver. You're big in Denver." I go, "Okay, I'll play Denver, but I don't know about Uganda and Nigeria. I'd rather play in the United States and then send me to England."
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Um. Yeah. Oh, that's another quick. That's another thought. Have you got any merchandise for people to buy? If you have any.
We may have some skull tone, material. Our singer, and I told you the last time we had our interview that he's was having health issues, so we really haven't done very much with that. Just kind of waiting for him to get better, And so I've been writing some new material for Skull Tone. So I'm hoping once he gets over his bout here that we can get back in the studio and record some new material and then produce more merchandise. We sent a lot of merchandise out during COVID. During the COVID time, we sent out a lot of merch, but we didn't make any new merchandise because I'm going to have all new, I have a new bass player and a new rhythm guitar player and a new drummer. So it's like, well, once we get everyone back in and everyone's feeling good, and because then we'll get back to work and start doing merchandise and all of that kind of fun stuff. Just guitar picks. I've been having companies are sending guitar picks with my names on it, my pictures on it. So I've tons of guitar picks lately, which is great. I get to throw them out at the audience.
Yeah. 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 So anyway, let's start wrapping things up. Any final words or any advice or anything for people?
Just take care of yourselves because times I know are a little crazy and a little hard. Looking forward to playing and seeing as many of you and meeting as many of you as I can because I just love meeting new people. And thank you for all of the support you guys all give me. And I get those emails. I'm getting on the websites and stuff, and people telling me, oh, I had this couple of guys recently tell me, hey, I saw you play in 1978 at the Space Needle in Seattle. And I had another his friend says, I saw you play in 1978 in Oregon. I go, it's kind of nice that people still remember who you are and still enjoy it. So just thank you for the support and for the love.
Yeah. Anyway, Carlos, thank you so much for coming on again and doing this little interview. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me, and look forward to the next time. And once things starts progressing and we start recording, he goes, I'll make sure I get the material to you so you can hear it first.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you so much. And yeah, guys, please check out Carlos Arroyo on his socials and everything. And yeah, he's absolutely amazing. Go check him out. You won't be disappointed. So until next time, guys, catch you all later.
Take care. Bye-bye.